Everybody's here.
Yes, that's much better.
Everyone we love. The flowers are arranged, they're handing out champagne, waiting just for us. And all that I can see as I walk into the room are all the smiling faces as they take their places, waiting just for you. And I feel kinda nervous as the music starts the service, and I turn around. You should see the way you're looking right now as you're walking down the aisle in your white gown. I can't breathe, I can't speak, can't believe what I'm seeing. I'm speechless.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Ashleigh Bennett, and I have the absolute joy of standing here today as Casey and Beau's celebrant. As a registered marriage celebrant, I'm duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law, but my role goes far beyond the paperwork. Today is about celebrating love in a way that feels true to Casey and Beau, creating a ceremony that is filled with meaning, joy, and moments that will become cherished memories for years to come. But before we dive into all the love and celebration ahead, we must take a moment to give a proper shout out to the absolute legends standing beside Casey and Beau today, because let's be real, every great love story needs a solid crew. The ride or dies, the people who've been there for the big milestones and the late night debriefs. And these two have chosen some pretty special ones. Being asked to stand beside someone on their wedding day is no small thing. It's a sign of deep trust, shared loyalty, shared history, and all the memories still to come. So Chloe, Jesse, Sammy, Ryan, Nick, and Chris, thank you for being their support crew, their sounding boards, their cheerleaders, and occasionally their therapists. It means the world to Casey and Beau to have you standing here today, proudly and lovingly by their sides. And of course, a special moment of love and gratitude for Casey's dad, Terry, who had the honour of walking her down the aisle today. What a beautiful way to start such an important chapter. Casey and Beau are feeling all kinds of grateful today, not just because they're marrying each other, though big win, huge, but because they get to do it surrounded by so many of their favourite people. Most of you have travelled some serious kilometres to be here, and honestly, it means the world. You being here is love in action. It's hugs that have spanned years, phone calls that made a difference, showing up through the good times and the hard ones too. Marriage isn't just about two people. It's about all the love that has held them up and brought them here. Family is where we learn how to love, how to forgive, how to laugh loudly, and how to show up when it counts. So thank you for being part of their journey, for showing up, for supporting them, and for being the beating heart of this celebration. May your love always be their anchor, your joy, their celebration, and your presence a reminder that they never walk alone. And while today is all about celebrating the love between Casey and Beau, they would also like to take a moment to acknowledge those who couldn't be here. Whether separated by distance or by memory, these much-loved people still hold a special place in their hearts. And though not physically present, their love, their spirit, and the memories are very much a part of today. And Casey and Beau feel them close as they take this next step together. Love. It is that wild, wonderful thing that binds us all together. It's been sung about, written about, cried over, and toasted to for centuries. It's simple, and yet somehow it is the biggest, most beautiful thing we ever get to feel. Sometimes it arrives quietly, other times with a bang, but when it's right, you just know. And for Casey and Beau, today feels a little extra special. It isn't just their wedding day, it's also their anniversary. 8 years ago to the day they started this journey together, and now here we are, taking this next step with all of you here. Their love has always been equal parts spark and steady. It's the butterflies of that first kiss on the camp draft dance floor, the nerves of a teenage breakfast date, and the comfort of knowing that no matter what life throws at them, they'll face it side by side. Their story began like all the best country stories do, at the Dalby camp draft. And after weeks of chatting on Snapchat, Beau rocked up with two of his mates and finally met Casey in person. And that night, they danced hours away. And when Beau went in for that first kiss, let's just say his hat got there first. A headbutt to the forehead isn't usually the most romantic start, but for these two, it set the tone. It was real, funny, and imperfectly perfect. And not long after came their proper first date, just 16 years old. Butterflies in full swing, and they sat down at a little cafe at Toowoomba's Grand Central, and over a coffee and eggs Benedict, Beau asked Casey to be his girlfriend. Simple? Yes. But it was the beginning of something extraordinary. Beau will tell you the first thing he noticed about Casey was her smile, a smile that could light up the entire room. And Casey says from the moment they met, Beau made her feel comfortable, confident, and safe in a way that she'd never felt before. 8 years on, their love has only grown stronger, and maybe just a little wiser too. Back then, they were both a bit stubborn, a bit headstrong, busy chasing the next big thing. But these days, they figured out that life's better when it's simple. Slowing down, enjoying the little wins, laughing at the silly moments, and making space for the things that truly make them happy. And when it comes to what they love about each other, for Casey, it's Beau's drive, his humour, his kindness, and the way he supports her in everything that she does. For Beau, it's Casey's generosity, her loyalty, her ability to back him even when he decides to fly to China 3 weeks before their wedding day. Of course, no great love story comes without quirks. Casey will tell you that Beau has a habit of leaving his clothes in the strangest places around the house, and Beau, he reckons Casey's stubbornness could win awards. But those little things are part of the fabric of their love, the quirks that make them laugh and the differences that make them strong. When did they know they were in love? Well, for Beau, it snuck up slowly until one day he was laughing too hard at one of Casey's terrible jokes, and he thought, oh no, I'm in love with this one. And for Casey, it was when she realised she couldn't imagine a future without him. With Beau, it just felt like home. There have been so many highlights along the way, with one of them being, and the best one, being their proposal. It happened in Queenstown on what was supposed to be a short and easy walk to the lookout. 20 minutes later, puffed and sweaty, they reached the top and Beau found a little private spot to catch their breath. When Casey turned around, there he was, ring in hand, asking her to marry him. The climb may have been harder than expected, but the view and the answer made it all totally worth it. Their love is unstoppable, supportive, full of laughter. It's fishing lines and inside jokes, scattered clothes, stubbornness, but also quiet listening, long hugs, and showing up for each other through it all. And today, surrounded by the people who mean the very most to them, Casey and Beau step into their next chapter. Proof that the best love stories do not need to be perfect. They just have to be true. And what could be worth celebrating more than that? Beau, from the very beginning, there was something about Casey that felt different. Her smile could light up the whole room, and from that moment on, you were hooked. And over the years, that spark has grown into a love that is strong, steady, and full of laughter. She is your safe place, your biggest supporter, and the one who makes you feel lighter, brighter, and a whole lot more fun. So Beau, do you take Casey to be your partner in all things, your teammate, your person, your greatest adventure? Do you promise to keep showing up with love and laughter, to stand beside her through the highs and lows, and to keep choosing her again and again for all the days to come?
I do.
Correct. And Casey. Beau's quiet loyalty, his strength, and the way he can make you laugh, even on the hardest days, have always felt like home to you. He is the one who grounds you when life feels too much, who believes in you when you doubt yourself, and who sees every part of who you are and loves you all the more for it. So Casey, do you take Beau to be your partner, your safe place, and your greatest cheerleader? Do you promise to keep laughing together, to share in the big dreams and the simple joys, and to keep choosing him through every season, every challenge, and every beautiful day yet to come?
I do.
Casey and Beau, it is now your turn to put your love into words. Speak your heart out loud. These vows, they're yours. They're personal, they're honest, they're full of all the little things that make your love so uniquely you. So take a breath, settle into the moment, look into the eyes of your best friend, the one who you've already built so much with, and the one you'll keep choosing over and over again. And Casey, when you're ready.
Oh, how do I do this? Beau, I have dreamt of this moment since I was a little girl. I've dreamt of meeting my person and falling utterly and deeply in love. Little did I know that when you came into my life 8 years ago, that my dreams would quickly become true and it would be the start of our forever. Your strength, determination and kindness is something that I idolise, and the way you believe in yourself and always strive for more inspires me every single day. Some moments have been harder than others, and our story certainly hasn't been the easiest, but together, hand in hand, side by side, we have walked through those moments together. Beau, you are my best friend, my greatest adventure, and my calm in every storm. You have shown me just what true love really is. Since the moment I met you, you have made me feel comfortable, confident and safe, something I never thought I could feel all at once. You make me laugh when I need it the most, and you remind me that it's okay to slow down and just to enjoy the simple moments in life. Thank you for always being my biggest supporter in life and always pushing me to be the best version of myself. Thank you for always agreeing with me even when sometimes I'm definitely wrong. And thank you for simply just being you, the person who makes my good days brighter and my hard days a little bit lighter. I promise to choose you every single day. I promise to listen with patience, love with honesty, and stand beside you in every season of life. I promise to celebrate your wins, comfort you in losses, and never stop cheering you on. I promise to love you, even when the Rabbitohs beat Melbourne, not that that's happened in a few years. Most of all, I promise that no matter what life brings us, my heart will always be yours. Today and for all of my days, I am so thankful you've chosen me. Oh. Sorry. Where was I? Most of all, I promise that no matter what life brings us, my heart will always be yours. Today and for all of my days, I am so thankful you have chosen me to be your wife, and I am so excited for what the future holds for us. Today, tomorrow and always, I love you, Beau.
Casey, I just want to say just how beautiful you look today. I never knew the moment I met you, you would transform my world into something I never imagined was possible. You are my best friend, my safe place, and my greatest joy. With you, I have found love that is unmatched, and a love that supports me in my weakest moments and celebrates me in my strongest. Today, I promise to stand beside you through life's challenges and joys, offering anything I can at any point, and I will listen, learn, and grow with you. I promise to keep laughing with you when your jokes aren't that funny, and when you tell me I don't need to purchase another boat. I will cheer you on in every life goal, every dream and every adventure, no matter how big or small. I will continue to cherish and love you with every breath I take, and I will remain to build a life that reflects the amazing bond we share. Casey, you are my greatest gift, and I'm so blessed to call you my wife. I love you.
Casey and Beau, before you were joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship in which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Now we come to a beautiful and symbolic moment, Casey and Beau's exchange of rings. These rings are more than just jewellery. They are a lasting reminder of the love, promises, and commitment they share. Ryan, it is your big moment. Can we please have the rings?
Beautiful. So we're going to do, Beau, can you take Casey's ring first?
Hold that thought. Traditionally, The third finger on the left hand was believed to have a vein that ran directly to the heart, an ancient belief symbolizing love that flows endlessly and effortlessly between two people. While science has proven this otherwise, the sentiment remains the same. So as Casey and Beau place these rings on each other's fingers, let them be a constant reminder of the love that binds them together and the life they are building side by side. Beau, you can hold on to Casey's ring, and as you place it on her finger, repeat after me.
I ask everyone here to witness
I ask everyone here to witness
that I,
Beau Sean Lionel Jakins,
take you,
take you,
Casey Ashley Leake,
Casey Ashley Leake,
to be my lawful wedded wife
to be my lawful wedded wife
in marriage.
and marriage.
You can hold Beau's ring for a moment, and as you place it on his finger, please repeat after me.
I ask everyone here to witness
I ask everyone here to witness
that I,
Casey Ashley Leake,
take you,
Beau
Jakins,
Sean Lionel Jakins,
to be my lawful wedded husband
to be my lawful wedded husband
in marriage.
Casey and Beau, in front of your people, your village, you have just made one of life's biggest promises. You've shared your vows, exchanged rings, and committed not just to the highlight reel moments, but to all the quiet, beautiful, everyday ones too. To holding each other through it all, the wild, the wonderful, the hard, and the hilarious. And while this may not be the beginning of your love story, today marks the moment it all becomes official. The day your chaos gets a new title, husband and wife. So with full hearts and happy tears, and on behalf of everyone here who's lucky enough to love you both, it is my absolute joy to declare you married. Beau, it is time. You can kiss your beautiful bride. And just like that, Casey and Beau are officially married. Give it up for them, guys. In just a moment, I'll be presenting them both as newlyweds, and that is your cue to let the celebrations begin. For those of you holding confetti, hot tip. We want to aim nice and high and let the confetti flutter down over them, not direct hit to the face, please. We want the moment to look as good through the lens, as good as it feels in the moment. And then once we've wrapped up the ceremony, don't wander too far because we'll be gathering everyone for some group and family photos. Please stick around to help us capture those special moments. Casey and Beau, it has been my absolute joy to stand here today and witness this incredible moment in your love story. My hope for you is simple, that your marriage always feels like your favourite place to be, that it stays full of warmth, belly laughs, the kind of quiet understanding that only comes from truly knowing someone. So may you always be the calm in each other's chaos, the reason behind each other's smiles, and the soft place to land when life feels big. Let's make it all official. Family and friends, please stand. It is now my absolute honour and privilege to say these words for the very first time. Please give it up and help me celebrate the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Jakins.